As we all know, this year also our July meeting, so there'll be no July meeting. Training and ed executives still will meet in July, but there will be no July council meeting. So remind yourself, in September, our next meeting is a double meeting, which is 2 nasty points. So make sure you come then. So moving right along, call to order, please, Mr. Secretary.
All right. As soon as I get my sheet back, I'll do a roll call. There we go. Thank you for the sheet. Harold Bailey.
Here.
Ryan Bailey.
Here.
Laura Brewer. Eric Burns.
Here.
Jimmy Keller. Jackie DeShaw.
Here.
Diane Gary.
Here.
Myself here. Jeremy Ayers.
Here.
Brett Helser.
Here.
Perfect timing. Katie Holt.
Sign in.
Amy Hopkins.
Here.
Betty Hubbard.
Here.
David Hubble. Fiona.
Here.
Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Gloria Lance Taylor.
Here.
Bill Little.
Here.
Brian Mace.
Here.
Michael Moss.
Here.
Rich Mumford.
Here.
Terry Phillips.
Yes.
Ben Pearson.
Here.
Aaron Reese. Matt Smith.
Here.
Matt Spruill.
Here.
Eric Williams.
Yep.
Kevin Lecter.
Yep.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you. As you know, tonight we are here for the CON vote. I'd like to read this into the minutes. Analysis, and this is from Kevin Mahoney, hearing officer. Please be patient. This application is for a transfer of the Department of Health EMS operating certificate from Naples Ambulance Inc. to Canandaigua Emergency Squad Inc. The application arises from the Naples Ambulance Inc. not being able to adequately provide coverage for their district and approaching Canandaigua Emergency Squad Inc. to discuss the transfer of their current certificate of need and absorption of its active members and equipment. The coverage area will add the fire districts of Naples and South Bristol and portions of the fire district of Italy, Middlesex, and Plattsburgh to the existing primary territory of the Canandaigua Emergency Squad Inc. A detailed map of the coverage area is attached to the application as Exhibit D, and the listing of primary operating territories of both agencies is found in Exhibit C. The application appears complete and in compliance with BEMS Policy 0606, as it contains a completed application, quote DOH 3777, completed and notarized affirmations of fitness and competency with the resumes of all board members, statements regarding a lack of orders or deficiencies notices for both agencies, as well as similar statement regarding a lack of malpractice claims, transfer documents, material detailing equipment, and assets involved in the transfer and listing of final owners. The projected revenue meets the state need for the application and is based on reliable historical data concerning profit/loss and balance statements. Issues of fitness and competency of key personnel, infrastructure, operational management, staffing, and assets have been adequately addressed in the application to the satisfaction of this hearing officer, even though technically not required to be. It is the belief of this hearing officer that the end result of the transfer, as stated in the statement of purpose and intent, will be that the public will continue to be well served. Conditions or limitations of approval. It is the recommendation of this hearing officer that the application be approved in its entirety without any limitations other than those imposed by the application itself, and with the express condition that there are no issues resulting from fitness and competency reviews from the Bureau of EMS, June 2nd, 2022, Buffalo, New York. So now for your part, members of the Finger Lakes Regional EMS Council, it is important that this be a roll call vote. So again, Mr. Secretary, can you read names?
I need to have an official motion
Okay.
documented.
Eric,
Motion that we approve the CON as written by the
And second.
by the hearing officer, Kevin Mahoney, thank you, and seconded by Tad Smith. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now the reading of the names, please.
Okay. Darrell Bailey.
Yes.
Ryan Bailey.
Yes.
Eric Burns,
Yes.
Jackie DeShaw,
Yes.
Diane Gary,
Yes.
myself, yes, Jeremy Harris,
Yes.
Brent Helser,
Yes.
Amy Hopkins,
Yes.
Betty Hubbard,
Yes.
Fiona,
Yes.
Sandy Johnson,
Yes.
Lori Lance Taylor,
Yes.
Bill Little,
Yes.
Brian Mace,
Yes.
Michael Moss,
Yes.
Richard Mumford,
Yes.
Terry Phillips,
Yes.
Ben Pearson,
Yes.
Tad Smith,
Yes.
Matt Sproul.
I have to abstain because I'm the CEO.
Okay. Kevin Lightfoot,
Yes.
Eric Williams.
Yes.
I'll also let the record reflect that David Hubble is now present. And motion on the floor, Mr. Hubble, is to approve the transfer of a CON from Naples to Canandaigua.
Yes.
Okay. Madam Chair, 23 yeses with 1 abstention.
Thank you. Obviously, it's sad to see a service go down, but thank you, Naples, for having the courage to stand up and admit it and do take action against it. Thank you. Committee minutes, we do not have committee reports. Most of us don't have them, but let us go into program agency. Do you have a report?
So the report is we are actively beginning the conference preparations for the February 2023 conference. Committee will be meeting on July 27th here at the office for right now at 6:30 p.m. And we'll be moving things along. We'll have a pretty lengthy agenda to try to discuss and hammer out details. Additionally, I sent out earlier this week an email. We have an opportunity to bring a mental health first aid course. It is about a 6.5 to 7 hour long course. Normal price value is about $125 per person. Through this grant opportunity, the program is free of cost, but space is limited to about 30 people. If we get enough interest, then we can officially we can do 1 per county at 30 people each. But right now, we're just trying to survey the interest. So if you're interested, please send me an email with your name or your name of the service and how many providers are interested in attending the program. And then we'll go into further detail once we get a sufficient number so we're not wasting the opportunity and the folks that are teaching this course. We don't want to waste their time and money.
Is there CME credit for this?
I'm sure our doctors will support offering CME credit for that. And the other nice caveat is some of the mental health is required for your recertification. So this would certainly cover your CME recertification number of hours needed for that topic. I'm not looking at it yet because I want to be sure of interest. I will tell you that when I sent it out, Kurt posted it from Thompson Health, graciously offered to host it and also either provide lunch free of charge or at a reduced cost to participants. So it's just a matter of getting the time. Once we get it, we know we have interest for enough people that we'll schedule and try to come up with
Sure, yeah.
Do you have more information on the class? Like, when I was talking to people about it at our agency, they want to know what it entails. Is it to help others in a mental health crisis, or is it to help yourself in a mental health crisis? What are the topics?
I would imagine it's both.
Okay.
I can certainly share with you the flyer that they gave us. Quite honestly, it doesn't have a lot of that type of details on it. But I can certainly send it to you.
All right, thanks.
Is there any other questions for John? Donna? You got anything you want to share with us?
Just working out where to put classes for the fall at this point in time. Training ed, we're working with training ed to go through all the forms to make sure that everything is up to date, corrected, whatever it needs to be. Student manuals, the next thing on the docket that we'll be looking at next month, or later this month, I should say. And that's pretty well it. Just hold on for that.
Any questions for Donna? Nominating committee.
You want me to do this now?
No.
We did get a letter from Everett Ferguson saying that he says unfortunately it's time for him to retire from the council. He says that he's had a lot of strange, joyful times and a few that were not so joyful. But he does hope that all of us participate and keep going with this, because EMS is something that we need and we all should be involved with and do our very best. Sincerely, Everett. Or I can scratch that off and put sincerely Spanky, or whatever you guys want to call him.
Let me read into the records. The Department of Health investigations. The first one is Salvatore Viola from Whitestone, New York, 11357. His EMT number is 438377 for violations of 10 New York City RR Part 800. He has quite a few of them. He is suspended for 1 year effective 5/16/2022. The suspension is stayed, placed on probation for 3 years effective 5/16/2022. Assessed a civil penalty of $2,500. The next one is Mark Blackburn from Jerry, New York, 14740. His EMT number is 467799, and he surrendered his card willingly. And the last one is Harris Crone from Lake Grove, New York, 11755, EMT number 469744. Suspended for 1 year effective 5/24/2022. This suspension is stayed pending no further violations for 3 years, and assessed a civil penalty of $2,000. Half is suspended pending no further violations for the next 3 years. That's the.
So, I just want to touch on, just to remind everybody, REMAC for July has been canceled as well. Many of us will be at the state council meetings that were scheduled over that time period. So REMAC will resume again in September. And then the state council awards that are on the agenda have been submitted, as you guys voted on at our last meeting.
Is there anything else for the committee? Yes, Doug.
September's a double meeting, but September is also election. So people need to start thinking about if they want to hold an office, run for an office, whatever they want to do. Those notices will be going out probably either just before Labor Day or just after Labor Day to your email. So ponder that over the summer.
It's a lot of fun.
Don't believe
You still gotta keep going.
Mr. Secretary, could we please have another roll call to make sure everyone is accounted for?
Sure. Daryl Bailey.
Here.
Ryan Bailey.
Here.
Laura Brewer. Eric Burns.
Here.
Jamie Keller. Becky Shaw.
Here.
Diane Gary.
Here.
Myself, I am absent. Jeremy Harris. Brett Halstrom.
Here.
Katie Holt. Amy Hopkins.
Here.
Betty Hubbard.
Here.
David Hubble.
Finally.
Fiona.
Here.
Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Gloria Lansdale.
Here.
Bill Little.
Here.
Ryan Mace.
Yes.
Mr. Moss.
Here.
Rich Moss.
Yep.
Terry Phillips.
Here.
Ben Pearson.
Here.
Aaron Reese. Tad Smith.
Here.
Matt Sproul.
Here.
Eric Williams. Kevin Lynn.
Here.
Roll call complete.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
This is